It's dependent on the environment, but for the most part, I like when a woman is making noise, making some kind of like, verbal. Oh, 100%. 100% I've had a woman lying like a sack of potatoes. I can definitely compare it to when a woman is actually physically and verbally showing her enjoyment. Like, that's great. Like, I prefer that. I like when a woman's noisy. Obviously if I'm the one who's making her noisy, she's not putting it on. if I'm actually the one who's making her respond in that way, that's a big turn on. I prefer that than the sack of potatoes, 100%. Always and every time, actually. I mean, who wouldn't, I think that's going to turn the person on to know that they're giving someone else pleasure, and they're expressing it verbally. I'm all for the screaming and the like, you're killing me in a good way. And again, depending on the environment, it's fine. If you've got like a relative in the next room, an older relative, it might not be so good, right? Like, to be screaming down the place, especially if it's like, some Christian churchgoer, maybe your aunt or your mum or somebody. It's probably not going to be good that she can hear screams of sexual pleasure coming from the next room. So it's all based on environment, basically. If it's like a hotel room, then yeah, scream the whole building down. Like, let every room in that hotel hear you. I'm fine with that. But yeah, maybe not in your aunt's house. I'm relatively quiet, actually. In contrast, I'm quite quiet. I mean, depending, actually, and I've never screamed out. I've been verbal. Generally, majority of the time, I'm relatively quiet in comparison to, the woman who's screaming down the room. I'm quite, yeah, I guess do you know what it is? I'm concentrating. I'm concentrating on what I'm doing and enjoying it at the same time, which sometimes can be seen as maybe am I enjoying it and not being sure whether I'm enjoying it. And I've had that in the past, and it's kind of made me aware of expressing that I'm enjoying it as well at the same time, so that they're aware that I'm enjoying it as much as they are, because obviously I'm less noisy or less verbal. But I think I'm generally quiet anyway, and also I'm concentrating on what I'm doing. I kind of want to hit all the marks, so we both get to where we need to go. Huh? I have done that. I've done that at times where I've realized I'm going to come quicker than I want to. I've definitely done that before, yeah, kind of focus my mind on something else, and it works. Or I'll stop for a while. I'll stop for a moment and I'll do something else. I'll keep her entertained in another way, and then I'll go back to it, and everybody's happy. Or what I've done is I've just come and then I entertain her further. Yeah, because you know what? I would hate to think, I'm just proud in a way that I would, my ego wouldn't allow me to have her saying that she wasn't pleasured, that she wasn't entertained, or even if she, not to say like she's gonna go tell people, but I mean like in my mind and in her mind, it wouldn't sit well in my mind knowing that she's thinking, she didn't enjoy herself, or she didn't climax. She wanted to, but she's not satisfied. Yeah, that wouldn't satisfy me knowing that I didn't. So I would actually work above and beyond to make sure that she came harder than I did. That would feed my ego very well.
My darkest days are blue, but if you want me to, I'll go back to the moon. Maybe I'll come back to